Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
Play action, now it's Tua. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. Flushed out right.
Oh, looking for Ronald, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Deone Bucannon. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms. It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not very much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now he'll let it go deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Allen to throw it. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Allen off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
49, Mike, 49.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Monte Nicholson picks it, and his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that?
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A.J. Epinesa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he's going to let it go deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 89 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination, but they find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Going deep for Diggs. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Puts it on the carpet, it's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This is complete to Hawkins. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This is caught by Hawkins.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McKenzie returning it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie.
7 yards to pick up there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Now a give to Breida. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Allen going to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. He's got Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle. He's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
as they come to the line. They will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Hawkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And the Bills are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he finds Parker here, complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man, complete. That's McKenzie. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Allen again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Breida is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line.
Well, after the loss on 1st down, they're going to walk that line and understand they don't have to rush just yet, but time is still going to be a factor in their decision-making. Call your play. Make sure everyone knows what they're doing. You have to score a touchdown here. You've got to find a way to cash in.
Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the offense is going to get the ball back. After all that, heck, it'll be a 1st down. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hawkins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Tua to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Back to throw. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Rolling to his right. And Diggs has it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Buffalo, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.